Hello. I wanted to do this live instead of doing it like recorded. I thought it was really good to do this video live. Hello, hello, hello. Hello guys. Aw, thank you. Hello. um thank you. You must have saw it on my Facebook page. Thank you. Happy Friday to everybody. I decided to do this video. I was watching a movie and I'm in my shop and I was watching the movie on Netflix. And it was David Banner's in it. And what's David Banner, what's Lil Romeo is in it. And I can't think of other actresses. Shit. But anyway, even though I'm not a per se Christian, I love to watch Christian like set type movies, right? And so I was watching this movie and it it was about redemption. David Banner was wrongly accused and they found him innocent. He was able to get out and stuff like that. And thank you for saying it. Thank you. I didn't add on all my other stuff, but it made me realize some things. Hello, hello. I'm just waiting on a couple of people to come in or whatever. Um, uh, Many people are quick to tell people about change and stuff like that, but nobody really goes through the semantics, so to speak, um, of helping people to change or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so when I was watching this movie, David Banner never saw Romeo, which is his son, in the movie. He never saw him like grow up because he was incarcerated. And so I was like, that is the reason why so many people don't change, is because a lot of them feel like they can or they can't lead by example. So I was sitting here and I was like, I'm gonna take this a little bit further. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper with it. And so I made a list of why it's so hard to really change your behavior. So I hope you guys enjoyed this list. Peace be unto you as well. I hope you guys enjoy this list and as I humbly go through it, okay? You can leave your comments and stuff like that, but I really think that so many people talk about making a change and you need to do better for this and you need to do better for that, but nobody really gives you the direction. Like I created like a self-love kit, and sometimes I make people do my self-love kit before I actually do any work for them. And the reason why I make them do the self-love kit, because I need them to know that I need you to love yourself first. Because how can you give a systematical, spiritual, celestial direction, a direction of how to go about it being a certain way to make that chemistry, that kinetic energy with another person, telling them how to treat you, telling them how to absorb with you, telling them this is what I know my worth to be as, if you're not able to identify it yourself. Hi, Jeffrey. So I made this list and you can add to it. You can tell me your opinion or whatever. I receive it all. I could take a good whatever. But this is just reasons why it's so hard to change your behavior. It's one of the hardest challenges that most of us faced, is changing a learned behavior. And if you're talking about manifesting, if you're talking about being able to do magic or to do spell work or whatever the case may be, because it just doesn't apply to the spell work. It just doesn't apply to magic. It applies to engineering your life because you're the conductor, you're the engineer of your life. And changing our behavior is self-engineering. It's a self-engineering type of challenge with few equals that can change your life. I can post 100 spells, but if you don't really believe that you can have what you think that you want to have, then you will never have it. I spoke to a young lady doing a love consultation with her today, and she met this guy, and Aries, y'all Aries women can be kind of bossy. And so the first thing she wants to do is set a demand. And what I tell people all the time when you're in relationships such as that is that you don't put your demand in the way you normally would. Good Friday to you too. Um, I love you, dog. And thank you for saying it. Thank you so much. And so I had to tell her, yes, you are the conductress. Yes, but the man truly is the one that controls the cruise of a relationship. I don't care what you say. You might be the head. He might be the head, right? Because we always want men to be the head. But women, we are the neck that controls the head. You just have to learn how to utilize and use that feminine energy to get what you want. And I'm not saying that to use a man or to be a gold digger or anything like that, because I want self-perseverance as well. I want you to be able to hold your own. But at the same time, I want you to know that you really can align and have the man that you want if you're willing to put in that feminine energy, that time, that currency into it. Everybody ain't right. And everybody ain't right for you. However, we all have a choice. If I tell you guys all the time, those love consultations and stuff like that, take heed to that. Take heed to that. Take heed to that. I'm not just telling you this to be funny. I'm not just telling you this to hurt your feelings or anything like that. I'm being so fucking real and so fucking honest. You are marked. You are marked by the universal creator. You are marked. You are different. You should be exemplified in that way. I say so many times that excellence is what we should all be moving in, the spirit and energy of excellence. And I'm not saying that I get it right all the time. I'm not saying that you get it right all the time. I'm just saying that should be the spirit, the intent that we manifest in excellence. Everything we do should be that way. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to accomplish this goal every day. I'm not saying that even I accomplish this goal every day, but I do move in that manner, and you have to learn how to move in that manner as well. But you got to be able to move past shit. You have to be able to move past things. Y'all hold on to everything, and y'all don't realize that every relationship, including friendship and everything else, is a lesson. It's a lesson. So I'm gonna go through my list. I'm going to talk about long-term sustained change. This isn't for the short run bursts that sputter out of before the real change happens. I'm talking about whether it involves the way you eat, the way you move, your habits, your dependencies, your codependencies, and anything else. Changing behavior is one of the hardest things to do, including me. And it's the hardest thing we will ever try to do. It is. It's the hardest thing. And so that's what I am. Oh, thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, of course. I'm not going to delete this video. It'll be up. All right. So the first thing that I want to say is we're motivated by negative emotions. I'm going to say it again. We are motivated by negative emotions. You wouldn't think so. You'd be like, "Oh no, I'm not." Oh yes, you are. While it's understandable to think that, you know, strongly felt negative emotions like regret, shame, fear, guilt should be able to kind of like make you not want to do, not make you be a certain kind of way. But it's actually the opposite is very true. Negative emotion may trigger us to think about everything we're not doing or feel like we're doing wrong. But it's a horrible fuel for change or for making changes to stick, being motivated by negative emotions. Um, they did a study on behavioral changes, and they found that the least effective change strategy hinged from regret and fear. And as much as this sounds like a platitude, a real change needs a positive platform to launch from you. That's where your self-love come from. That's where your positivity come from. That self-edifying reason for taking on the challenge. It comes from you. No, I wasn't. So I have to stress to you guys, stop letting negative things that have happened in your life, stop letting that be your fuel. Now, if you're talking about transmuting energy, then that's something different. You're taking everything that's happened in your life and you're pulling the positive from it. You looking prospectively. That's okay. That's part of doing your work. But if you are fueled all the time by negative stuff that has happened to you, and that's all the fuck you are focusing on, then you're allowing the negative to fuel your life. And that's why you can't manifest shit. Hey, Val, that's why you can't manifest nothing. This is why you can't move forward. This is why. This is a huge world. This is a big world, guys. Our experiences are limited. They are not as big as other some people. Do y'all get that? Hi, love. The second thing, and I'm not gonna rush this video, so y'all can look at it again and again if you need to. The second thing is that we get trapped by thinking in fallacies, fantasies, the non-reality. We feel overwhelmed by trying to change our behavior, and it tends to foster this fight or flight or all or nothing. You know, I'm gonna change. I'm going to charge in and change. And if I fail, then that means I just can't do it. I have so many people that tell me, well, I did this and this was great. And I did this and I tried it and it didn't work. So I'm not gonna worry about it no more. I'm just fuck it. I'm not gonna I'm just not gonna do it no more. But if you're up on your cognitive biases and distortions, you know that all or nothing thinking is a major one. It traps us into a no-win situation and it doesn't leave you room for fault. It doesn't leave you room for fault because your odds are sustaining even the most impressive jolt of momentum to change a behavior just aren't very good. Think about a gym membership. At the first of the year, right? The first of the year, the first thing you do is like, I'm going to yes, fallacy is an illusion. It's a fantasy. It's not very real. We think like, you're welcome. We think that, it's the first of the year. That's my New Year's resolution. I'm supposed to lose this weight. I'm supposed to join this gym. I'm supposed to losing weight. And then February comes, and in January, you was doing real good. You was going like literally 3 or 4 times a week. And then life happens. Because, life is going to happen. So life happens. And then in February, you're not going 4 or 5 times a week. You're going like 2 times a week. Because shit, at least I'm getting it in. And then you're like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm not going to stay up on this shit. I tried. I'm just over it. That's a fallacy. That's not really basing things on a reality. And I know you guys, like, this ain't the normal video that I per se would do, but that movie like jolted something in me. And I was like, that's the word. And it's not because it was based off like Christian stuff. Even had motherfucking Candy ass in there from Escape, a fucking dolphin. But I was like, change. It's all about change. So anyway, so if we really want to change, one of the first things we really got to do is take that all or nothing thing off the table and purge a few other thinking errors while we at it. Do y'all know what I've learned to do with myself? I've learned to give myself 100 chances. And when I get to 100 and I still ain't there yet, I just give myself some more chances. I'm just gonna do that because that's life. If you're not moving, you're wrong. So funny. When we were traveling, thank you. When we were traveling and my kids and everybody would stop. And I'm like, if y'all not moving, you're wrong. Let's keep moving. Let's keep going. I say this a lot. If you're not moving, let's keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. We have to keep going. The same thing applies for our self-perseverance. The same thing applies for the change within. The next thing is we neglect the toolbox. What is the toolbox? Well, this kind of comes from my husband because my husband is a truck driver. He can work on cars. You really can't like miss my husband on nothing, right? You can't miss him on shit. Lamps, lights, fixing shit, plugs, whatever. You can't you can't miss him on shit, right? So my husband has this very extensive toolbox. So I thought we neglect the toolbox. Like if you want to fix your car, you need the right tools, right? Why should changing something about ourselves be any different? Call them tools or devices or whatever you like. The point is that we need certain reliable go-to to support and sustain the change. I am not the only worker or a spiritual worker or a spiritualist or whatever you want to call me. I'm not the only one that's out here. It's some really, really good ones out here. That's on YouTube as well. Okay? Point blank, period. There are. A lot of them have great fucking videos. They got great resources. That's a tool. We are a tool. You are your own tool. Y'all just neglect to put good tools in your toolbox. You're the toolbox. You get it? Okay. So changing our diet requires at least a minimum that we find the knowledge about healthier ways to eat and a practical plan for making it happen. That's why I say write your stuff down. Write your stuff down. This is me making my notes on everything. I write every fucking thing down. Y'all have to do the same. Maybe part of the plan includes keeping a crib sheet, menu, in your notepad on your phone or a daily reminder, writing stuff down. Some of these tools will be specific to the individual in a particular situation. I'm just talking about losing weight, but adopt that, and it's available to anybody who needs it. We all need a toolbox of such support to rely on during this long haul. We all need that, and you're your own toolbox. Clean that bitch out. You know what I'm saying? Clean that motherfucker out. Put some more shit in there. You know, if you get another task, you need some more shit. Put some more shit in there. Y'all think that one way is the end all to be all, and that's not true. Even doing magic, we all have different methods or ways to get there. Even in witchcraft, there's different types of witchcraft. Don't mean that one is stronger than the other one. It's just different, and it's your own. That's a lot. All right, so the next one is we try to change too much. If you can commit to changing one behavior at a time, one long-term behavior, and really make it stick, that's really commendable, y'all. And maybe nobody has told you that. Maybe nobody has told you that, but I'm proud of you. You know, I'm proud of you for stepping out on faith and starting your own business. I'm proud of you for getting out of that relationship. Yes, you miss him. Yes, it hurts, but you chose you. Some of y'all, I'm proud of y'all for moving back home instead of trying to struggle and pay these bills that you are living beyond your means. I'm proud of you for doing it. That took a lot. That took a lot of guts. It took a lot of substance to say, I can't do this on my own. I need help. And a lot of times we don't get that. We don't do that because of we think what another person is going to say. But that person might need help too. And maybe you being the example, is what people needed to change. I'm just saying. Sometimes, and I say this a lot in my infinite energy group, sometimes, and I said this at 2222, sometimes you are the only God that people see. So you will have a responsibility to yourself to live your own divine, accurate truths for you. And your truth doesn't have to look like anybody else's, baby. It's just yours. If you have to go back home, go back home. If you have to, you can't drive a Benz no more. You got to go down to a Honda Civic. So the fuck what? It's still a car. It's still gonna get you to point A to point B. Do what you have to do. I have started over. I've had so much money in my life, and then I've had nothing. I have been in places in my life, times in my life where I couldn't find a fucking penny in a pocket or a penny on the floor. Sometimes you have to do that. You have to be brave, y'all. Be brave to create that change. Brave. Gotta be brave. Trying to change too much, kind of becomes unrealistic. You put unrealistic demands on them resources, and then there comes that negative thinking that I talked about at first. The resources that we really rely on to make change can happen. They're limited. They're limited to our attention. Okay? They are limited to our self-control. Okay? They are limited to our motivation. They are limited to what you put into it. It is what it is. Like, real talk. It is what it is. That's like no bullshit. Like, straight up. That's what it is. And y'all wonder why y'all can't manifest a grape. I'm telling you. It's on you. It's a pyrite. I just be holding it while I do videos. I don't know why I do that with a pyrite, but I like it. It gives me charging me up. The next thing is we underestimate the process. And what I mean by that, change is never just one thing. You know, it's all connected things, and sustained change doesn't happen without a process that considers all of the pieces. Um, it's like, what's my example? It's like this. If I wanted to change to be a better person, I had to deal with the roots of why I wasn't a better person for me. And I had to look at what made me feel the way that I felt. What made me see myself as not as my highest potential. Because let's be clear, most of us deal with this level when we should be manifesting on this level. We deal with things on this level. We should be thinking higher. See, this is what we can see, the eye level. But our manifestations, our intentions, what is destined for us is above that, where we can't see. It's the higher level. We have to get that computed in here, because change starts here. It really does. So we underestimate the process of it all, you know. Um, Spending time with yourself, doing things that are worthwhile for yourself is a bigger part of the long-term behavior, you know, change. It involves steps. We think we can just go to A to Z. No, there's letters in between. We gotta make sure we do that. We gotta make sure we're dealing with everything. You know, it's easy to fool ourselves into believing that we should be so much simpler, but nothing about behavior or behavior changes is simple. It's tough. It's process oriented. It's a challenge. But all you need is to understand that it's a daily process. It's a daily process, guys. And I'm not going to tell you that a spell will instantly fix it. That's a lie. Because you're what activates that work. You're what activates your spell work, your energy, your currency, you know, how you're vibrating, how high or how low you're vibrating. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. I don't give a fuck how today looks. And today don't have to be the best, but just keep moving. There's a judicial process. There's a judicial process that goes along with everything. Just keep moving. That's all you have to do. And the only person that you owe is yourself. Stop thinking y'all owe motherfuckers shit. You don't owe nobody nothing shit. The next one is we forget that failure is usually a given. If you try to make a change and you fail at it, you've proven one of the sturdiest truths of behavioral change, and that failing at least once is a part of the process, and it's probably going to be more than once. You know, failing reveals more to you and what deserves your attention and energy in the next round and in the next round. And the time-tested change process models all factor in failure as a part of a process and encourages those who change to see failing as a step and not as the end of the process or an excuse to stop trying. I just said a lot. I just said a lot. I just said a lot. I keep saying, you know, Michael Jordan was known for his shots, but he failed more than he actually succeeded. But people don't remember him as that. They remember him as being somebody with a good jump shot. So I want you guys to get that in your spirit. I want you to get it in your spirit to breathe, sleep, eat it. I want you guys to do that. It's a necessity. If you want to win, if you want to be able to make some real good changes, if you want your magic to be stronger, you got to get out that mentality. You have to. That's a fact. We will fail more than we succeed. I have not been like successful at 100% that I've done since I've started this. I haven't. And if I said I would, I'd be lying. As a matter of fact, I'd be a goddamn lie. I'm not going to say that every spell or that I've ever casted is 100% certain. If it was, that would be science, and I'll be charging a whole hell of a lot more than what I charge. You, that's real shit. So I just want you guys to realize that and to understand it. Thank you, Gabriel. I appreciate that. Many blessings to you. But that's certainly how you learn. That's certainly how you get better. Y'all need to learn how to become your own GOAT. Greatest of all time. I thought somebody was saying I look like a fucking goat. I was like, hold on, bitch. What? No, the GOAT, greatest of all time. So I want you guys to become your own. Like, I want you guys to, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's all about you any motherfucking way. And the last thing that I'm going to add to this, I think, is we really don't make a commitment. We make a commitment to results, not to change. Let me say that again. We make commitments to results, but we really don't make a commitment to change. We make a commitment to, if this works and I can see it working right now, then I might keep doing it. Instead of saying, even if I can't see the results that I want right now, I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on doing it. Remember, for most of y'all, there is no blueprint to what you want to do in your life. There is no blueprint to what you want to do in your life. What did I say? There is no blueprint for what you want to do in your life, because you got to create the blueprint. You have to. There's many YouTube workers and stuff that's on YouTube, but I decided I wanted a store. I want a real brick and mortar store that people can go into. I didn't know how I was going to get there. As a matter of fact, I said I was going to do it next year, but that's not how everything aligned. It aligned this year, and my store is successful. Y'all understand? Thank you, MPA1234. Thank you for that 999. I appreciate that. Many blessings to you. Thank you. May the vortex of blessings open up to you. Thank you so much. But we have to remember these things for ourselves. We don't make a commitment. We haven't made a commitment to accomplish whatever we want to accomplish. You know, we think, well, shit. Well, she tried it and he tried it and it didn't work for them. And maybe it'll work for that. No, fuck that. Say, bitch, do your shit for you. Stop worrying about it didn't work the last time. Well, hell, the reason why it didn't work the last time, motherfuckers, your mind was on that nigga. You wasn't on about your business. You couldn't even focus worrying about his ass and where he lying and saying he ain't. That's not this thing. Because see, now you already know he ain't shit. And you recognize that, and you can focus your attentions on some stuff that's really gonna build you something. Because it's about you. That's all I'm saying. Focus, heifer. Shit. I used to have boarding homes. I had 3 at one time. I've talked about this before, and I had them with my ex-husband. And my ex-husband did not like that I was really smart. He didn't like that. And so I found myself always dumbing myself down for him. I felt myself doing that, and I saw myself doing it. I was like watching myself like on a movie thinking, stop, God damn it, stop. And I was just steady doing it because I didn't want to make him feel inadequate. But his inadequacies had nothing to do with my success. I just didn't get that then. But I do now. The same magical bitch I was back then, I'm the same motherfucker now. The same shit that you need to make you succeed now, you had it in you then, but you just focused on some shit that you shouldn't have been focused on. Because at the end of the day, if your man or your woman, if your mate, if they are not your biggest fan, fuck them. Fuck them. One thing my husband loves is to put me on a pedestal. Now, I used to get mad and be like, why are you telling everybody this? And why are you telling everybody that? And don't be telling nobody this. And why are you telling people like that about me? And he was like, because I'm so fucking proud of you. And I'd be like, oh, okay. He was like, baby, you took $70 and made six figures. You took $70 and people was laughing at you and you did it. And I'm your husband and I can't be proud and I witnessed it. I was like, well, you got a point. Many people don't know the money that I made from my business the first year. I took it and invested into my husband's trucking business. A lot of people don't even know that. They don't know that. And technically, I wanted to make enough so that I could help him start his business. Thank you, Zakia. Look at you. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. Thank you. May the blessings and vortex be open for you, love. Thank you. A lot of people don't know that I did that. They don't know that. They don't know that I was doing all kind of work on my husband and his business to build. Whereas my husband kind of works when he wants to. He make anywhere from $10,000 to $12,000, $13,000 for the month. And if he made it in 2 weeks, he done. If he made it in 3 weeks, he done for the month. He ain't gonna work till next month. But that's what that is. My husband was always the man that he is now. He just didn't have anybody that was pushing him. And that happens to a lot of us too. Most of my friends, real talk, have businesses of their own since I've started mine. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the reason why. I'm just saying be careful of your company because you can judge the mindset of your friends by what y'all all are doing. My inner circle, all of us have businesses of our own now. All of us. And my inner circle is very small. But it's I can put on one hand my inner circle, but they all have businesses. And so do their husbands. Again, I'm not saying I had anything to do with that. I'm just saying what I tell y'all earlier. Sometimes people need to see that you leading by an example. And I had to learn that. I ain't the best motherfucker. I don't make the best decisions in my human form all the time. I have failed at a lot of stuff in this. I failed a lot. But my successes are so much bigger than my failures. And that's why it looks like I have won so big. And I'm going to win even bigger. But the same platform, the same inspiration. Thank you, Dina Reese. May Vortex open for you as well. Many blessings to you. Thank you. You can do the same thing. The only difference between me and you is that I've tapped into it and you still worried about what you used to have. I used to have a whole lot more money than I have now, but I was doing the wrong things to get it. Let's be clear. I don't break any laws. I don't do nothing criminal, and I don't want none of that shit around me. Okay? Different mindset, different level. Your circle does say a lot about you and what you should surround yourself around. Yes, ma'am. The person I was 10, 11, 12 years ago, I'm not the same motherfucker. I wouldn't take a pen off a fucking table. And if I took the pen, goddamn it, I'd run back in there and give it to him. Here, baby, because I don't want no problems. Here you go. I don't want no problems. Through chastisement comes learning. Through your failures comes learning in your success. This is just a video I wanted to do about why a lot of people can't really change. We still too worried. We're still too bothered. On one of my videos, somebody literally said, all gas, no brakes. Thank you, Sapphire. Many blessings to that. 555. Many blessings to you. Thank you. May the vortex be open. Thank you. Oh, wow. Thank you, I seek. It doesn't matter that you're 45 years old, baby. Some people are 50 and start over. Thank you, Rochelle, Nicholas. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I say it all the time. I don't take it for granted. You know, I have the reputation of being a bitch and this and that. Listen, you ain't never seen a boss motherfucker in your life that was docile. I fought for everything I've gotten. Y'all better learn how to fight for it too. Because how you treat yourself, baby, is how other people will treat you. Because most of the time when motherfuckers say stuff like me, they ain't gonna never say it to my face. They're gonna say it where I can't reach them. But magic reaches everywhere. But anyway, that's another topic another day. But y'all get what I'm saying, right? It's never too late. It's never too late. I even offer things like helping you if you want to start a business. And I give you the same platform and blueprint that worked for me. We'll tweak it for you. Remember, y'all, I said tools. There's tools out here. But back to what I was saying about people and their opinions. So I looked on somebody commented on one of my videos. They called me fake. Now that really don't bother me. I don't give a fuck. My life speaks for itself. I don't give a fuck about what nobody have to say about me. Listen, I stopped caring about that a long time ago. If I would have cared about what people thought about me, I would not be doing YouTube. I would not be a social media figure. I would be hiding somewhere. I ain't hiding. I'm easy to find. You're well, anyway, they put on one of my videos, they was like, I'm fixing to fix her. I'm fixing her from the inside. Darling, I send that back to your motherfucking ass times 10. Fuck you and the people that put you up to it, or you in your mind, or whatever the case may be. Because when I burped and farted, I burped and farted that shit that you tried to send me right on out from the inside. Yeah. That's the type of attitude you all must have. Not that it doesn't bother you or people, but goddamn. Motherfucker, when I tell you this motherfucking thing right here, this thing gave people so much motherfucking confidence. Oh, goddamn it. Oh, that done gave them confidence. And put them in a room with you, the bitch is gonna speak to you, or they ain't gonna say nothing. I wouldn't give a good goddamn. Y'all go out here and get what's yours. I don't care if don't nobody believe in you. My whole family was laughing at me. They were laughing at me. Bewitched. With Bewitched Travel, Bewitched Transport. Some of my husband business, that's what he ought to named it. And he came back laughing, telling me, and I cried. I was like, oh my God, I don't want them to think that about you. Then I thought, fuck them. I'm supposed to show that bitch ass something. Now, who fucking laughing? I live a very comfortable life. Oh shit. Fuck folks, man. Y'all go out here and get y'all money. Y'all make these motherfucking changes so y'all can be manifesting y'all ass off. They are tools, guys. They're tools, the oils, the herbs. That's all witchcraft is. That's all hoodoo is. That's all voodoo is. That's all Wicca is. It is nothing but tools to help you get there. Get your shit. Get it. You don't owe nobody nothing. The only person you owe is you. I hope this video was good for you guys. Um, I hope it creates a change in you. I hope it does. I'm not going to delete it. You know, you can go back and look at it. Tell me what your thoughts are. Tell me what you think. I just want you guys to know that you can do this. I guess my healing know it's the truth. Thank you, girl. You can do this. The tools are here. Not just from me. Not just from me. And ain't nobody paying me to say that. Okay? Ain't nobody paying me to say that. I ain't the only spiritual worker that's good out here. It's a lot of them right here on YouTube. Okay? Period. Y'all want to start a business? Sit down and write some plans out. You just ordered your self-love kit. Good, good. I'm getting ready to revamp it and do some stuff to I'm gonna put some more things in there too, because I have like the workbook and I have like the journal, but I'm gonna put some more stuff in it too. Because it takes about 30 to 45 days to complete. So I'm gonna be adding some more stuff in it as well. You wearing a self-love oil? Okay, Toya is. Yes. I appreciate you guys, Catherine. Yes. Oh, Sharonda Renee. My self-love kit is the truth. You collecting all my mist. You love my pearl oil. It is good. Well, anyway, guys, I just wanted to say that to you guys. If you guys are looking for readings, life coaching, let me know. MLD, Holistic Healing Store. That's if you're wanting to buy a lot of my oils and things that I offer. I need to add some more stuff on there. MagicalLadyDuchess.com if you want readings and consultations. And I have stuff on there on my online store as well. How do you become a pupil? I already have a class that started in January, so I'll have one that starts in June. And I'll be taking applications. Unfortunately, I'm only going to take probably about 15. This class here has 28. So I'm only probably going to take about 15 because I want to be able to give you my best. Their classes is from Tuesdays and Thursdays. We do live sessions with them. I do live sessions with them. And so this one will probably be one Monday and Wednesday, something like that. And there's books and assignments and all kind of good stuff because it is witchcraft. It is a witchcraft apprenticeship, and it teaches all the forms and facets and everything in between witchcraft and truly manifesting some things and creating a good thing for y'all life. Anyway, go on to my website, MagicalLadyDuchess.com, or you can go to my other website, which is MLDHolisticHealing.com. MLDHolisticHealing.com. So if there is nothing else, you guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I think I have like a couple of more signs to do, like dating a particular sign. So I think I might do one of those videos. And don't forget, guys, I will be teaching a class on sex magic, 3 hours live on Zoom. You can go to MagicalLadyDuchess.com, go into the online section if you want to be a part of that class as well. That's going to be next Saturday. I also have my painting with the witch on next Friday on Eventbrite. So if you guys are in Dallas or the Dallas area, you guys are welcome to come. Last month, it was really, really special. I had quite a few people here. I have a professional person that comes out to teach the painting, and I have an actual pop-up shop bartender, and I always do a vendor. I let a vendor come in and advertise what they sell and offer them the opportunity of selling it to the constituents that are here in my store. So many blessings to you guys. Thank you guys. I love y'all. I hope you love yourselves, and I hope you work and develop your change. Ashe.